Hi, welcome to the first demo flight of the new quadcopter, new AP platform. This is a Tovsto Aegean quadcopter. This is a basic edition, so without any gimbal out of the box FPV ring. It's a basic 350mm quadcopters with 22 type motors and a 2200 mAh power 3S LiPo battery. So you have some gimbal connection potential to install your own gimbal. So the flying controlling board is an Atmega 25.6 based 8 generation, and you have thanks to the GPS module, 3 flight mode available, manual flight. Well, here is written GPS hold and here headless mode, but on the instruction manual, it's the second is announced to be the altitude hold and the third GPS hold. So I will check that point, which one is the right one. No ground station official software available, so it means that you have out of the box a geofence of 100 meters of altitude and 300 meters of control range, so it's blocking, and as soon as you reach the limits, the quadcopter will automatically return to RTH as soon as you are sure that you fix satellite at the takeoff location. So in return to home, the quadcopter climbed to 15 meters high if it was in the lower than this altitude, okay, and return to home. The flying duration is announced to be relatively small, 15 minutes, so it means that in practice you will have 12-13 minutes, and if you install a gimbal, it should reduce to 10 minutes maximum. You have some 9-inch props, some 9450 to be more precise, self-tightening very well. So I will turn on the quadcopter. The front is where the battery bay is opening, okay, and you have the LED statue rear. You have to be sure that you are only receiving yellow LEDs, a solid one, to be sure that everything is fixed. No compass calibration or gyros calibration out of the box, so I'm a little bit scary about a potential flyaway, especially if you're flying different way. So let's check that, and especially the stability of this quadcopter. Okay, so I will power the machine by connecting the XT60 connector, okay, and try to close the battery bay and start the quadcopter into more or less flat surfaces. Okay, connect the quadcopter. Okay, we wait the stabilization. So I will wait that I will receive only a yellow color on the statue's LEDs here. So actually I'm receiving some red and green. Okay, so now I'm manual flight. You have to take off in manual flight, and I've got some LEDs going to green to yellow, so it means that it's currently trying to fix the number of satellites, and as soon as it's yellow, I should be able to take off. So be aware, you need absolutely to have the yellow solid color to be sure that the return to home will be efficient. It seems to be okay, so I will now take off by arming the quadcopter in lower right position. Okay, let's engage the flight, so be sure to be in manual flight and arm the quadcopter. Okay. Okay, so I am in manual flight now. I already can feel some vibration, and I will turn the second one, should be the altitude hold, GPS one, I'm not sure. So it should be the altitude hold. So the instruction manual, let's check that. Yes. Yes, so the last is the GPS hold. So the instruction is more correct than the what is written on the radio. Okay, I will now fly more into manual flight. Okay. So even in manual flight is not super fast. This is the maximum speed. You have some wobbles in the in the stabilization, in the auto leveling. Let's check the GPS hole. Okay, it's not amazing. Okay, I was expecting the Atmega 2560, and even with the external compass don't offer a super stability like most of cheap APM quadcopter Chinese ones, so like the UPR or some QW 350 I reviewed some time ago. So this is the maximum speed in GPS, so it's not super fast. Okay, I will press the return to home. Okay, so when you see the LEDs, it means that you are here. I will press this button. Okay, so it's climbing to 50 meters high. I hope it will be okay. Wow, it's not very stable. So even with my shielding, you can see that okay, you have something like 2 meters or close to 3 meters of difference. I will engage. Okay, we are. Okay, I managed to arm again. Okay, sounds to be more stable, but even in manual, wow, the doors open front. I will try to solve that. Can be potentially dangerous. Disarm. Okay, hope I will be able to rearm again. Okay, let's check that. I should be able. Yes, at least it's good. So if it's an advantage to see the status of the doors is still open. Oh my god, the LiPo is almost out. I will disarm. Okay, oof. The battery wires are very long and it's a bit hard to lock correctly. Okay, I will try altitude hold. So I should maintain the altitude when the stick is at 50%. Okay, not bad. This is a yaw rate. Not so bad. Okay, let's check the GPS lock stabilization. So in third mode, I will try to come closer. It's wind-free condition. You can notice some little deviation. Oh, starting toilet boiling effect? No, it's okay. So max speed in GPS. It's not super fast. It's not really super fast in GPS. Let's check in altitude hold. Whoa. Yes, better. I don't find the black color very good. Oh, you can hear this variation of altitude. Okay, more in a manual flight now. It's more stable in manual flight than altitude hold. Let's check that. GPS lock. I will engage a return to home when I will be far. So can we engage, for example, a return to home when we are in a manual flight? Yes. Okay. Little bit more stable, this one. Okay. I will disarm the return to home and try to rearm. Yeah, it's working. Wow. Let's see, it's working in panic mode. I want to land and try to okay, perfect. So I want to make another test. What happens if I cut the transmission? Okay. So I will take off in GPS hold, and I hope I won't lose my quadcopter. Oh, no, it's okay. No, it's good. Transmitter is off and is returning to the first takeoff point. Okay, so that's great. I will turn on the transmitter. Can I retake control? Yes. Oh, now it's working efficiently. Can I do it in manual flight? I don't know. I'm afraid there will be 1 second of potential falling. I like when an AP got manual mode. It's fun. Okay, so I will conclude. I don't know if I will try an attempt to cut the transmission in manual flight. Okay, if I fall from this distance, it won't be a drama. Oh no, it's working. Climbing 15 meters high and seems to return. No, great. So in any case, you will be safe. Great. Okay, everything is perfect now. Okay, so the main safety features sounds to be here. Okay, flight time, I guess my battery sounds to be weak. So to conclude, I am not impressed by the stability. What we could expect from old generation 8-byte MCU, so it's not mission planner based, but something very similar to it. So I'm really worried by the non-possibility to perform a compass calibration. So maybe thanks to this micro USB one day it will be possible, but I'm not sure the ground station software will be delivered. Another open question is about the availability of spare parts. Even if most of element are standard 22 motor, standard props. Okay, so standard battery. So and the landing gears should be replaced eventually by another one. So except the canopy, no real something impossible to find a replacement. So I strongly advise to perform the GPS shielding. Okay, and even with that, you notice that it's not amazing stuff, but it's not catastrophic. Okay, so be sure. So now another open question: what will be the flight time with the gimbal installed? So I hope to perform that in the next flight. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please thumb it, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.